Fair one. SilverCheesecake. I like to. Danganronpa. Alright, so we got our minds blown last time. Dude, I still feel bad that I killed Kyoko on the first bout of that trial. But they made it seem like it wasn't a game over, that I was just spacing off, so I do appreciate that game. Thank you. Okay, we finally reached the top. So we were just climbing that ladder out of that garbage pit. Oh boy. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Reach my right hand up and push it against the hatch. You'd have to have good balance, though, to push the hatch, like, all the way open and stuff. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Oh, sweet. Looks like we're back. So wait, if she hadn't opened that before, we'd be screwed, wouldn't we? I mean, I guess in her investigating, she looked around for all the stuff that she could unlock. Alright. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Havoc Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Okay. Can I close this? It's making me paranoid. This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would have imagined that's where this led. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then
let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. About to negotiate with M-Coombs? Dang. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Holy crud. Alright. Alright. Let's just do this. Alright, M-Coombs. I like that name. I'm gonna use it from now on. And we still got that thing over there. Alright, how's everybody doing, by the way? I'm doing superb, thank you. It's just so interesting. Like, we're about to undermine this whole foundation of bullcrap. It's all because Kyoko. Kyoko is a bad A. And so is Sakura and Alter Ego. And I guess Chihiro, too, because she created Alter Ego. And Makoto. I don't give enough credit to Makoto. He's a freaking bomb.
Well now.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are you really gonna be okay? They were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Wait, you can't try somebody for the same crime twice, can you? Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
When Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to the unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. And an entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Ooh. Gotta hear that? There's a kid outside. He is having a bad day. Alright. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Oh, he's gonna explode. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? Humph. And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Wow.
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? Make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. But with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one possible or absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Oh, she knows about the broadcast. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Oh, God, you're so prolific. I love you, Kyoko.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have
then
to
I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Oh my God, you're such a bad A! Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown, in other words. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett?
Very interesting indeed. Barry.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? I was going to make a despair pun, dang it.
I can barely contain myself!
Well, let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot for this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. That's technically not a bear pun, because koalas are not bears. That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukoto's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're all as excited as you are, I'm sure.
listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what? A student didn't kill Mukoto.
Hey,
I just want to confirm, that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? Oh, then a student did. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukoto is no exception to that. Huh? Mukoto's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukoto is a student. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why do you get so quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you.
Angry.
So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Oh, okay, I'm just... You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Oh gosh, too many poo-hoo-hoos. Screw you. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Oh wow, okay. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Thanks, Kyokes. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however...
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it that the Mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
It would seem...
The Mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. What if it's like one gigantic cover-up for the tragedy? I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense. Those stupid regulations didn't exist. Nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. Wow, that's like very philosophically driven. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? That's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would advise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. the mastermind has to be more particular than... Sorry, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, that mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Every time she says that, I feel bad about the first decision I made. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together now with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Well, if... Stampede's upstairs? What the heck? If one of the students is the mastermind, where the heck would they be? I don't know where they would be. Let's check over here. If one of the students was the mastermind, then yeah, it would be relatively impossible to, oh, they might be in the dining hall, that's probably right. It would be impossible to work with them, because they would screw things up. They're not in here. And suddenly we were greeted with... What the fudge? You again. I don't even know how to voice that. Is he broken? I suppose the emotional instability reached its limit. Oh, yeah. Jeez, what the heck?
However...
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
Yeah.
You guys!
Yeah.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I am.
I'm just
Stuck on
asking
that.
to make sure, but you're not a ghost,
Of course.
right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. You know, I am growing an attachment to these four guys. Yeah, even you, Biox. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aw, that's sweet.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! I love you guys. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Sayaka. Miss Cleo. Oh. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. What do you mean? Oh, whatever. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Where can we go to find new clues? Well, the doors that are, locked, I guess. Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, everywhere you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. Okay.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. Oh, that's all I've been doing, sorry. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Don't tell me, did he turn into a ghost?
But
Did he look transparent to you? That's a silly superstition. If ghosts were see-through, they couldn't lead normal lives. Okay, that's enough. Talking to you makes me want to just lay down and go to sleep. Okay. I just wanted to play that out.
Makoto.
Okay.
Yes.
It's true.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and what he had to stop it,
However,
or had to do to stop it, probably. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rule states that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have a trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? Well, there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to the terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine with living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. This time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? What? You can't agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then, the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And one of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Watch it. Well, the only thing I can think of is if, like, Hiro was the mastermind, and he's coming off as, like, a really incompetent psychic with a 20% fortune-telling accuracy rate. But, like, if he's actually really, really good at it, and he's, like, making this all happen. But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times. Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Oh boy.
This is a school announcement.
Oh, this is different.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must hold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. My master! He didn't take me with him. Do you blame him? Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee with just empty cups. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know. But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Alright. Wow, everything's unlocked. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as a splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I had to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukoto's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered for other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukoto Ikasawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Holy crap. Oh my god, this is getting so real. Dude, this is awesome. Alright. So, I want to check first. I want to check this area, please let me. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Which means I have to do it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, fudge. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my fudge. Shoot. Okay. This might be a girl's bathroom, but I can still check it, right? This is the girl's bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Okay, fine. Not that I was really trying. It's like a habit. I have to check the girl's bathroom. Don't worry, I don't do that in real life, I promise. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, these bathrooms are really nice. We got like marble and stuff. Holy crap. You know, the first floor people were probably jealous, so they bombed this area. We got giraffes and stuff. That's not bad. Pretty well done. Oh my gosh, okay. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Looks like this locker's already broken. Oh, my voice cracked like crazy. Oh man, I have to check all of these? So many. Okay, let's just do it, one by one. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Oh yes, I'm still getting Kuma coins. That's like the pumpkin charms from a pocket mirror. Let you know that there's still some happiness. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. And after all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those. So, does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay. So next is this one. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Locked. There's card reader. Yep. Yep. Am I really gonna try it again? Come on. Okay. Alright, the metal plate right here. There might be a Kuma coin, so... Metal plate, now to the locker. There's no way to get it open. Alright, we're checking all these. All of them. I don't give a crap. Alright. Try it. Okay. Nothing. Try that one. Alright, why is he, like, surprised each time? Come on now. Alright. I don't think this locker's gonna open. But it's broken. That would mean it would open, wouldn't it? Alright, there's like 3 more things to check. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna just control this. Okay, yep. Okay. There we go. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. No Kuma coin, nothing. I can't imagine any way to get this. What? It's like on its edge. Okay, I got nothing. I just wasted all that freaking time. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm done. Man. Oh, what the heck? Oh, wow. I've been missing all that. It's like the Eye of Osiris or something? Man, that's crazy. Following me everywhere I freaking go. Okay, oh. Wow. Oh, so this is a dorm room right here. Oh, man, they have the spot. What the heck? This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Must know. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alright. We got all kinds of stuff. Okay. Dude, this is a spot. Oh my god. Dude, this would be a cool room to have. Oh, what do we got in here? Like Jack Daniels or something? I don't drink, so I don't give a crap what's in there, but... Okay. There's a PC on the desk. Must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. We might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. They looks like some ominous mother bleepers. Okay, I don't want the Ultimate Despair on my notebook thing. Okay. The desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. And a Kuma coin. Awesome. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Alright, I don't see anything else. So, I mean, unless... No, I think that's the entrance of the dorm, right? Okay. Maybe it's not. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Do tell. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. I know the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't think I have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this, that's the regret. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as a password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Heck yeah. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, as I finished typing it in. Wow. Well, I am the ultimate lucky student, what can I say? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Oh, there's a present waiting for us. Oh, look at the picture! Holy crap! Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'm not gonna F with the present right now. I better check out the suspicious... Okay, fine, we're doing it. Let's check suspicious packages, guys. This brightly colored box here seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of bad vibe from it. But I mean, you can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Like a head or something? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Oh god. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, okay. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I'd expect to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human freaking bones. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones inside. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him? That's the body.
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she'd been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. And he is. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. You know what? It could be somebody that's... And you said 16 students since the killing game began. So maybe there's somebody there prior to it. I saw that. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. The only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Man. Alright, how much stuff is there? Okay, there's still quite some stuff, so I gotta end it there. Oh my god, I just want to keep playing. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I just want to play this all night and just sleep the rest of the day tomorrow. Oh my gosh. This game has gotten so good. Dude. Yeah, I could, like getting a spoiler for a game like this would be horrific. Because, like, the worst spoiler I got was Sayaka's death, but that was, like, very predictable. Like, if you were to get a spoiler about who the mastermind is, that would be so bad. I would hate myself, even if it wasn't my fault. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to end it there, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. And as always, peace!